Welcome to our three-part series on project management for non-governmental organizations. This series is useful for experienced and startup organizations implementing various types of projects. In this first video, we will define project management and its relevance to NGOs and their operations, introduce key terms and definitions, introduce you to the 5 phases of project management. Let us begin by first defining what is a project. A project can be defined as a group of activities with a defined scope, execution timeframe, and an established budget. From conducting training workshops to building a new community center, projects can be large or small and last from a few months to several years. The chances of successfully executing a project can be increased by applying tried and tested methods in the discipline known as project management. What is project management? Project management is the process of combining systems, techniques, and people within established goals of time, budget, and costs. It can also be viewed as the process of planning, organizing, leading, and controlling a project to ensure desired outcomes are met within specified timeframes and budget. So how is project management beneficial to the NGO sector? NGOs use project management tools to perform their work with greater efficiency, to reduce wastage and delays, and to better monitor and evaluate the impact of their work. Throughout this series, we will use some other key terms which we want you to become familiar with. The Triple Constraint. Projects are undertaken under the principle known as the Triple Constraint, which consists of scope, time, and cost. The triple aims to create balance in the implementation of a project. Let's look at these. Scope or quality refers to the total sum of the products, services, and results to be produced by a project and the work required to produce them. Cost or resources include money, materials, and effort needed to deliver the project's products and services. Time refers to how long it will take to complete the various components of the project, often measured in days, weeks, or months. Many actors influence the design and delivery of projects. These include the project manager. This is the individual responsible for coordination, keeping track of the project's progress, and the management and control necessary for the project's overall success. Project stakeholders are any individuals or institutions that may directly or indirectly, positively or negatively affect or be affected by the outcomes or impacts of a project. Project beneficiaries are persons or groups who are positively impacted in various ways from the implementation of the project. Now that we have explored some of the main terms, let us look at the various phases in project management. Project management involves a series of logical steps which greatly increases the chance of successful implementation if carefully followed. 5 phases of project management. Phase 1. The project initiation phase. The problem or need which your organization will address is identified. Information is collected to justify the development of a project, goals and objectives are developed, a budget created, and stakeholders engage to agree on the project scope, costs, and expected timelines. Project risks are identified and team roles and responsibilities. The key output from this phase is a project proposal. Phase 2. Project planning. During Phase 2, project plans are established outlining activities, resource requirements, tasks, and project deliverables. Team members are appointed and assigned various roles, and a preliminary project schedule is developed. Approval from the project sponsor to proceed is also sought. Phase 3. Project execution. The execution phase includes gathering beneficiary requirements, implementation of project activities, purchasing goods and services, monitoring and controlling the project, as well as keeping stakeholders updated on project progress. Phase 4. Monitoring and control. This phase involves regularly measuring and monitoring project progress and ensuring objectives are being met. Deviations from the project plan are identified and corrected. Phase 5. Project Closure. During closeout, the project is delivered to the donor, and a review is conducted to determine its level of success and highlight key lessons learned. Outstanding activities are completed, evaluation reports are written, and project resources are either released or redirected. Although projects are implemented using the phase approach, there is some overlap between the various phases. In this video, you were introduced to some key definitions and elements of project management. In part 2 of the video series, we will further explore elements of the project planning and project execution phases. See you then.